2021. This one here, I got a call from a guy. I've serviced this boiler a bunch of times, but I guess the lady had sold a house and he got my number off the tag. I know what he has there. He's got a Burnham oil-fired boiler. And he had called me about a week ago and wanted me to go by and do the service. And I was scheduled to go by there this morning. He called me yesterday with his panties in a bunch and said that he's got more issues, and I guess the boiler's been leaking into a bucket for about a couple of weeks. He's been dumping a bucket every day for a week or so. But now he says he's got no heat on the second floor, and he says now the boiler's leaking on the bottom. So I don't know if it's making steam in there or what's going on, but it could be that, we know for sure if that's the case, probably the expansion tank's bad and blowing the relief valve, and then, you know, losing his prime on the zones, and probably no heat up on the second floor. I don't know. I know it's a Burnham. There know to be leakers. So we'll have to go by there and see what we can do with this thing. I mean, I told him if the boiler's leaking, you're going to need to replace the boiler if it's leaking between the sections. Sometimes I could put boiler seal in there, but I don't know. I don't like doing that too often. Sometimes that'll work, but if it's a leak cam, might have to replace it. I don't really install any Burnhams. I can get them, but the deal is the supply house I deal with that has them, they won't help me get it down in the basement. It's a tailgate delivery, so I don't buy them for that reason. I need to be able to get it down in the basement, right? I need help to get it in there. So that's why I don't deal with Burnham. I can get parts for them, I could buy them, but a tailgate delivery, you know, now I gotta get the old one out and the new one in. I mean, I'm only one guy. Just me and the dog here. But anyway, so I got more than just a service on it, looks like. So I was just gonna go there and change the nozzle and the filters, and so we'll see. Try to get you some shots when I get there. Looking very stylish this morning, Miss Molly. You're looking very stylish. Water anymore because of the can you move this stuff? Holy shit.
Yeah,
how am I gonna get in here? Where's the leak? Oh, underneath, huh?
Yeah.
Not good. Unless it's blowing out the back. What's probably happening here is keeps blowing the relief valve, so you probably lost your purge upstairs, right? So the upper floors, there's air up in the upper floors, so the expansion tank, the only way to do is we'll drain it down and we'll check the pressure here. Okay. There's no pressure, this tank's bad. Okay. And then we got to change the relief valve anyway. And then we got to purge the air out, and as far as the leak goes, this is a Burnham. They call them leak hams for a reason. Yeah, they tend to leak. Oh, it seems like it might be coming down from here.
Yeah, I noticed a little water dripping out.
Yeah, here we go. Here. It might be leaking from here. Yeah. But the problem is you really can't tighten these bolts up because they'll snap on you.
Oh, really?
So once we maintain temperature in this boiler, which just seems a little low. How come it's so low? Is it a cold start? Yeah, the boiler's not maintaining temperature here. Must have a bad control. See the low limit? Low limit's not working.
Huh. See
it right there? I'm turning it up. That should kick in. Oh, there it goes.
And that may be why we're sometimes warm in the morning and sometimes not, you think?
Yeah, see, that's calling right there. And that should fire that boiler. And we're not firing. So I think we might have a bad control here.
Okay.
Because it should be up to 160, and it's only at 110. So we got a bad control here. So what would happen is, if this thing's not maintaining 160, this will shrink up and leak.
Okay.
So once we maintain the 160, this might expand and stop the leaking. But you got multiple issues here.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a...
I think we'll check this control right away.
Something else I noticed when I was poking around down here, and I really don't know what I'm doing when I'm looking at this stuff, so I don't touch anything, but I did notice that this burned a hole in the exhaust here.
No, that's a test hole.
Oh, it is? Okay.
To test, yeah. I mean, we got a... yeah, so that should be running, that power vent, I mean, it's not. That's not hot or nothing. Unbelievable. All right, let me do what I can do here.
Yeah, you bet. And
Gotta get a different light.
If your evaluation is that
she's definitely calling. We're gonna check. I think this control's bad because we should have power going down to the burner here. We'll check it with B1, B2, see if we got power. Most likely this control's bad. And then we're gonna have to check the expansion tank and change the relief valve, right?
Yep. Okay.
All right, you can see the boiler temperature here. Boiler temperature's way down. The low limit should kick it on. I got the low limit turned up. Alright, so we got the low temp. See how low the temperature is? It's calling, but it's not firing. The low limit should kick on the burner. And the high limit was low, but that's turned up. So we got a bad control. We're gonna check B1, B2. We'll check B1, B2. He's got multiple issues here. This is of a power vent here, but let's check B1, B2, see if we got power. Oh, there it goes. I wasn't able to check the power. Might have a bad controller here too. Let's shut it off and try it again. C2. Let's see. C2, B1, B2. We got power here, but the burner's not firing. Just shut it off. Something's going on here with this thing. Control is kind of hot. So I got power that comes into this control and goes out of this control. It might be this control is an issue. that delay. When I was here, this was low. This high limit was low. Something's funky. Check all our wires here. It might be the power vent motor, could be that too. I really want to test it, find the problem before I condemn it. Turn the power back on. Power's back on and it's not firing. V2, the controls got power going out of it. I think it's this controller that's bad. Every time I move it, it fires. Power's back on. Got a bad controller here. I'm gonna change out this controller. Power's off right now. So we got the orange coming down. There's a replacement similar. 45 second. So the orange should be the power coming down. I got the power off to this thing. Look at the orange. That's the power. That's from the high limit. And then the black. The black is coming from the limit. The orange is going up to the power venter. So the black comes in from the limit. And then the orange goes through the control. And I'm going to do the white as the neutral. FF. That's FF, that's the CAD cell. And then I gotta jump out TT there. I'm just gonna place it as black. Jump out TT for thermostat. Need that if you got a furnace. I'm gonna jump this out for it to run. Alright, let's see if it fires. Clean out that vacuum tube also. Clean out the vacuum tube on here too. Wait for that to start. She's a crusty one, Mr. Grinch. That seems okay. Seems okay. We're gonna drain the boiler down and there's a little delay on it. This control's got a small delay on it. We're going to drain it down and check this tank. I got the hoses going outside. Shut the power off. Shut the feeder off. I can shut it off right here, I guess. Kind of different. Okay. Drain it it here. Take the pressure out of it. I got the hose going outside. Sure nothing leaks. Don't look like there's any water in the boiler. Wow. Not good. No water in the boiler. Yeehaw. That's not good. No water coming in. Something's up here. Something's going on. We got no water.
Out.
All right, go out and see if the hose is working now. Go outside and see if the hose is running. All right, it's leaking now. Well, the feeder does work. Well, the feeder is working. We'll drain it down and we'll check the expansion tank. When I came over here to test this thing fired up, so it was hard to check it. But I changed that. I had power coming out of this, and we just drained it down. We're going to check the expansion tank here.
Okay.
And I think we probably won't have any pressure in there. What have we got there? We got 7, so I gotta charge that. I could probably charge it. It's got 7 pounds. Yeah, 7 pounds. Should be like 15.
Okay.
When you heat water, it has to expand.
Right.
So if it don't expand, it's going to blow the relief valve. So what we're going to do is we're going to change the relief valve. We're going to repressurize this tank.
Okay.
And then get it up and going again.
Okay.
And do the cleaning. And we did change that protector relay.
Okay.
Which I think was an issue.
Okay.
Because I moved it around and it fired a couple of times. So I'm taking an educated guess on it because I wasn't able to check it because when I got here to check it, it fired.
Huh.
So before, when I got here, it wasn't firing. I
Yeah.
went to go get my meter and check it, and it started firing up.
Okay.
So I'm taking an educated guess on it.
Okay.
Sometimes you have to do that.
Yeah. So
let me recharge the tank.
Okay.
The relief valve don't seem like it's blowing though, huh?
Yeah. So it was for 2 straight weeks, and then
was it dripping continuously? Just all of a sudden blow?
Just dripping continuously.
Dripping?
Probably a drip every half second, I'd say.
Dripping continuously.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I got here, I don't know if there was any water in this boiler. It didn't seem like if there was, the feeder might have been stuck because I put my hose on it and there was no water. So there's probably no water upstairs in the zones. So I'm going to do is going to repressurize the tank, change the relief valve, and then we'll get it up and we'll purge it.
Okay.
That's what we want. 14, 15. It's fine. They usually come with like 12 pounds of them. I like to go a little bit more. I got this boiler draining out. That gauge is no good. The gauge has to be replaced too. And this has to be changed. When in doubt, we rip it out. The leaf valve's got to be changed. He said it's been dripping continuously. We're going to change it. I'll probably come out the front with it, make it a little easier. It should be drained down. I drained it down in off the bottom. Thing was dripping quite a bit, so he said it was running continuously. Well, looks like the whole nipple's coming out. Might as well put it out the front here and make it a little easier to access. This is how it is. They don't last forever. They don't last forever. They just don't. see it's still breathing pressure there. Should be the same one. I don't think that there's any water in the boil. It might be a little bit. We'll see. Oh, there's still some water in there. Same one. Same tridecator. That's what they call a tridecator. That one's calling. That one's calling. That one, all three of them are calling. I'm gonna purge all the zones. 1, 2, 3 zones. I got all the zone heads open. The hair on it. Gonna bleed it. I want to get all the air out, all 3 zones. Fucking junk. Thing's leaking. Shut circulator flanges are junk. The shutoffs. That one's leaking too. What a piece of shit. I'll give it a good how you doing. Gotta do all 3 of these. I got all the zones open, bypassed. I'll leaf off the front here instead. Give them all a good purge. I'll do the last one. I don't seem to have a lot of air, and I don't know. Give it a good purge. I don't like these circulator shut off things because they leak. There's just an O-ring in there. Probably won't leak. Probably won't leak when I start it, hopefully. Piece of shit. Let's say keep it simple. I try to put high-tech shit in there and it ends up giving you problems. This one's got air in it for sure, I could feel it. can hear it. Gotta put a nozzle and a filter in this thing too. Give it a good how you doing. Good purge. It seems to be fine now. We'd have to put caps on these. I'm not sure yet. They leak. This control's got a small delay on it. That one's calling. I could tell it's going nice and easy. These are all calling for heat. I got the low limit set at 160 because the boiler's been dripping, and we'll put this at 180. Low limit's at 160 and this high limit's at 180. We'll get the burner kit. We'll change a nozzle on it too. As long as they go easy, I don't have a problem trying to tighten them. I'm not going to go too tight with them though. Snap it. I'm actually hardened steel bolts, so they got the marks on them, which I'm surprised to see that. I'm not going crazy with it, I'm just snugging them. We can. See there, they got the little notches on them. See the little hash marks? They're good bolts. They're running about 20, that's good. Alright, so I reinstated all the heads. I recharged the tank to 15. They all seem to be okay. Change that protector relay with a new tridecator, pulling about 20 pounds. I reset the limit. He's played around with that. They seem to make up, I guess. It gets warm, it probably won't leak anymore. O-rings. I gotta just change the nozzle and check the oil flow. That should be good. Seems to be running strong here now. Okay, so it looks fine. It's not all burnt. I was surprised I was able to tighten up them tankless bolts. It really was. Change the nozzle. Run a little 75 in it. It's a big house, so I just run a 75 in there. It's fine. Never a complaint. See, that's good. That's all black, you got issues. Oh, 75 in this thing. This thing's a giant boiler. What's this thing called for? 225 or something. It's a 4-section boiler. Check the oil flow in the draft. We should be fine. Good oil flow there. That's fine. I'm getting a good draft over the fire. Yeah. We're good there. It's a recharge expansion tank, new relief valve, new tridecator gauge, bridge zones, new nozzle, good oil flow, check power vent, the vacuum tube, good draft over fire. I think he's gonna be okay now. Left all the parts there for him. I gotta get him a slip. Hold about 20 pounds.